Hi, welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for December 12, 2023. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website at whenthecurveslineup.com. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 7:09 a.m. Central Standard Time, followed by sunset at 4:20 p.m. Three bright planets are visible during the nighttime hours. Brilliant Venus starts the daily planet Waltz with an appearance in the southeastern sky before sunrise. After sundown, Saturn and Jupiter dance in front of the distant stars. The moon reaches the new phase at 5:32 p.m. CST, beginning lunation 1249, the number of lunar cycles since the count began a century ago. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky. 1 hour before sunrise, brilliant Venus is over 20 degrees up in the southeast. It steps eastward in front of Libra, 6.5 degrees to the upper right of Zubin el-Janubi, part of the scales, and over 15 degrees to the lower left of Spica, Virgo's brightest star. Zubin el-Janubi's name means the southern claw of the scorpion. Nearby is the northern claw, Zubina Shamali. On old star charts, the stars were part of Scorpius, but they are part of today's Libra, formerly catalogued as Alpha Libri and Beta Libri, respectively. Venus passes Zubin el-Janubi in 5 mornings and moves between the claws the next morning. Venus is visible into bright morning twilight toward sunrise. The planet can be found in a cloudless sky by searching carefully for it during the day. Mars is not part of the visible celestial dance. It rises only 31 minutes before the Sun and is lost in the central star's brilliance. Venus and Mars lead the Sun across the daytime sky. The morning star sets nearly 2 hours before the Sun, followed by Mars about 90 minutes later. In the evening sky, Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter rise during the daytime. After sundown, Jupiter and Saturn are easy to locate. Among the 5 bright planets, Mercury is a challenging view after sundown. Setting 72 minutes after night falls, the speedy planet is a binocular object about 6 degrees above the southwest horizon 40 minutes earlier. Not as bright as it was a week ago, the planet's visual intensity fades as it overtakes our planet. In 2 evenings, the crescent moon is about the same altitude, height above the horizon, as Mercury, but they are not in the same binocular field. Saturn, not as bright as Jupiter, is over 35 degrees above the southern horizon an hour after sundown. Without a telescope, a visual check to find the ringed wonder is the star Fomalhaut, slightly dimmer than the planet, about 20 degrees to Saturn's lower left and nearly 20 degrees above the south cardinal direction. Saturn is slowly moving eastward in front of Aquarius, 7.9 degrees to the upper left of Deneb Algedi, 10.3 degrees to the lower right of Lambda Aquarii and 9.9 degrees to the upper right of Skate. Use a binocular to see the starfield, especially from urban or suburban settings. Bright Jupiter retrogrades in the east-southeast at this hour. The planet's dance occurs in front of Aries, 11.4 degrees to the lower right of Hamel, the Ram's brightest star, and 14.2 degrees to the upper right of Menkar, Cetus Nostral. The planet is noticeably west of an imaginary line between the 2 stars. Hamel is about the brightness of the Big Dipper's stars, while Menkar is slightly dimmer than Hamel. A binocular might be needed to see them, especially Menkar. While looking for the background stars, look for the Pleiades star cluster and the Hyades, part of Taurus, to the lower left of Jupiter. Along with the star Aldebaran, the Hyades star cluster make a sideways letter V to form the bull's head. During the night, the sky seems to shift westward from Earth's rotation. Saturn sets in the west-southwest less than 6 hours after sundown. Jupiter is south an hour before Saturn sets. The Jovian giant sets nearly 4 hours before sunrise and nearly 15 minutes before Venus rises. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.